Hello my dear student. Today we will talk about hundredths. Well, let's start from the decimal point. Here in the middle we have decimal point. After the decimal point, the first number is called ones. The second, for example, if we have here 2, that will be tens, and the third number will be hundred. So from the decimal point, the number that after the decimal point, the first number called ones, the second tens, the third hundred. But before the decimal point, the first number is called tens, the second number is called hundreds. Okay? Don't forget, this is so important. If you don't know the name of each place, you cannot solve any question from this lesson. Okay? So don't forget. Okay? Let's start. Here he wants from you to write each as a decimal. So he gave you this picture and he wants from you to represent this shaded part as a decimal. Okay, to write as a decimal, we can first write it as a fraction, then write it as a decimal. It will be much easy on you. But if you want to write it as a decimal just directly, it's okay, as you like. Okay, so let's make fraction. Like we said before, we will write in the numerator the number of the shaded part, and in the denominator we will write the total number. So let's count to know how many shaded here. Come on, count with me. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Super. So we will write in the denominator number 4, and in the denominator we will write the total, right? Let's continue counting. We stop on number 4. Let's count after 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here it's 4 over 10. And if we want to write it as a decimal, all what we have, write the number in the denominator. So in the denominator we have 4. So let's write 4. Okay? So let's write 4. It's over 10. That means we will put the point after one number. 1. Then we will put the point and 0. Okay? Got it? Erase it. Let's see the next number here. The next question. Okay, let's count to know. Let's write it as a fraction first, then write it as a decimal. But like I said before, if you want to write it as a decimal directly, it's okay, as you like. But I tell you to do it that because I see it's much easy on you. Okay? So here let's count how many shaded parts. Don't tell me this is 1. No, it's not 1, because this line contains small squares. So we need to count these small squares. But without counting, we said before, this line that contains the small squares, if we count it, you will see that it's 10. So it represents yeah, it will be 10. 10 over what? Each line represents 10. So it will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. You will see it's 100. Okay? So if I want to write it as a decimal, that will be, we will write 10 over 100. That means we will put the decimal point after 2 numbers. So that will be 1, 2. We will put a point here and 0. You got it? Let's continue. Here he wants from you to write it as a decimal. So here we have in the denominator 8. Like our rule tell you that you will write the number in the denominator and you will put the decimal point according to it's over what? Over 10. The 10 has 1 0, so we will put the point after one number. Over 100, the 100 has 2 zeros, so you will put the decimal point after 2 digits. Okay? So here we will write 8, and because it's over 10, you will put the point after one number. So You will put the point after one digit, okay? The second one is 7 over 100. Let's write number 7. Over 100, that means we will put the point after two digits. 1, 2, and you will put the point. But you will see that this place is empty, so you will put 0, okay? Let's see here. Here we have 35 over 100. Who can tell me? Super, I can hear you. We will write 35, then we will put the point after two digits, so that will be 0.35. Super. Here he gave you the number in letter and he wants from you to write it as a decimal. 9 tenths. 9 tenths. So you will write number 9. Tenths, it means you will put the point after one digit. So after one digit it will be like this, 0.9. 16 hundredths. You will write number 16 and you will put the decimal point after two digits. 1, 2. So you will put the point here. Let's see the third question we have here. It's 3 hundredths. So you will write number 3, and hundredths, it means you will put the point after two digits. 1, 2. And after you put the point, you will see that we have here empty place, so we will put 0. Okay? Let's see this question. He told you that for exercise 19, write a fraction and decimal. So here he wants from you to represent this word by two things. You will represent it and you will write it as a fraction and as a decimal. Okay, let's read it together. Here he tells you that there are 100 people at the game. So we have 100 people. 42 people are sitting. What part of the group of people not sitting? So we want to know. So we need to know what is the part of the group of people not sitting. So we know that 42 people are sitting. So if we want to know who's not sitting, all what we have, just make 100 minus 42. So can you tell me 100 minus 42 equal what? Who can tell me? Super, I can hear you. So that will be 58, right? So we have 58 people not sitting, okay? So if I want to represent this number as a decimal, what should I do? Yeah, super. We will make fraction. 58 is the number of what he asked, and the total here is 100. So that will be 58 over 100. And if I want to represent this number, this fraction as a decimal, all what we have, just write the number in denominator, and you will see that in denominator we have 100. That means we will put the point after two digits. So that will be 0.58. Okay, you got it? Great. And now habibi, we finish our session. I hope you understand the lesson. So bye and see you next time inshallah. Bye.